Hello everybody, NIOLIFER here. I'm making a video that I've never made before ever because it's very unusual. Today I have recruited somebody that I don't want to disclose his privacy, but he is the one going to hold the camera for me. We shall call him Mr. B. Give you some background about Mr. B and why I'm making this video. So Mr. B is a very seasoned global trotter who has been traveling around the world for more than 30 years. And he has international residency around the world. And he's extremely experienced and he's wealthy. However, he's not showy. So exactly the type of guy that I like. So even though we only met for one day, I think we'll be friends for life. That's how fast men can get to know each other. So today, I'm using this opportunity to make a video, not just for Mr. B, also for everybody else out there who wants to learn how to talk to a friend or family member about NIO investment. And the reason why Mr. B is such a perfect candidate for that is, number one, he's very seasoned experience and he's critical in thinking. He's not I say something, he's going to copy and paste something guy. Instead, and he's nodding in the background. While he's holding the camera, he's nodding nonstop because it's all correct what I'm saying. More important is that he knows absolutely nothing about what I do. Absolutely nothing. We only met like a couple of hours ago. Therefore, it is not possible for me to influence him in one way or another. And he won't stay here for long. He's only here for one day. He'll be gone. We'll meet him somewhere else, maybe in the future. He travels a lot. I travel a lot. It won't be surprised if we see Mr. B again in other videos, in another country, or even on another planet. Who knows? So most important is I want you to see how you can approach the topic of explaining investing in NIO with all your money, which is all we're doing here. We're going all into NIO. And how do we communicate the logical reason behind it to a friend and family members? The purpose is not to try to convince them to do the same thing. That is not what you're trying to do here. Instead, you want to make sure that the people you know understand your mission so that they will support you for your mission. You don't have to recruit them. If your mission is genuine and is good for the world and for yourself, they will join that mission. You don't have to worry about it. But the most important part is that you need to make sure that they support you in your own mission. And the reason is very simple. NIO 100 is probably going to be one of the most difficult financial missions you will ever have for the rest of your life. But once we're succeeding in this, we will change lives. We're talking about billions upon billions of dollars of money unlocked for the people who actually normally wouldn't have access to it. Okay, before I continue talking, I need my coffee. Please, Mr. B, pointing at the coffee. I'm having here cold brew. It's a very beautiful coffee here. Probably one of the best cold brew I know. And look at the packaging. Laos is very famous for its coffee, and the cold brew here is amazing. Absolutely amazing. So just imagine you start a conversation with your friend about your investment, but don't start talking about investment. It doesn't matter. Step one is you need to demonstrate that you are still a normal human being. You haven't lost your mind yet. Okay? It's very important, and Mr. B is laughing in the background. One fun fact about Mr. B. He speaks similar languages as I do. He is actually a Swiss citizen, and he speaks German. So the first time when we talked to each other was actually in German. Yeah. Kannst du irgendwas auf Deutsch sagen? Sag irgendwas auf Deutsch.
Ja, ja, gut. Schön, dich kennenzulernen.
Oh yeah, okay. Ich auch. Okay, that was our German. I was asking him to say anything in German. He just said, in the typical Swiss conservative fashion, saying, oh, "It's nice to meet you, to get to know you." I reply saying that, "Yeah, me too." And the fact that we're speaking German is not a show off; it's to demonstrate our background. Because I actually have about 10% of my audience come from Germany. I actually have active requests from people saying I should make YouTube videos in exclusive German language. German is actually my first language. It's my primary language. The English you're hearing is my third language. My second language is Mandarin Chinese. So, yeah, I could in theory do all these three things, but the problem is,
我知道。
你知道吗? Okay. 不知道. Okay. The reason he's replying in Chinese is because he had a very colorful background, Mr. B, and he lived in China, in Shanghai, for more than 10 years, right? He even owned property there. He has had a long experience in China. So he understands. If I start talking Chinese, he understands me. But we're not trying to just make a video for him alone, also for everybody else. So OK，对不起，B 先生，我们不能继续用华语继续说话。OK, so the purpose of this video is to demonstrate to you how you can approach the explanation of your investment in NIO. So now let me explain to Mr. B what I do. Okay, I'm the worldwide opinion leader in a mission called NIO 100. NIO 100 refers to the share of company called NIO. NIO is the largest electric car company when it comes to luxury car units in China. 蔚来 is actually 蔚来. You know 蔚来?
Yeah.
And 蔚来 is actually headquartered in Shanghai.
Right.
Yeah, you should see a lot of 蔚来 car in Shanghai. Yeah, it's just they don't use the word NIO. You see the NIO houses, NIO Wu. Yeah, I've seen NIO Wu before in the shopping center. Actually, you're uniquely qualified to validate everything I say.
True, actually, yeah.
Yeah. I didn't even think about it.
I didn't make the connection.
No, I thought about that too. I didn't think about it too. You're a perfect candidate for that.
I was going to ask you, what does NIO stand for?
Yeah, it's just the English name for 未来.
Right.
Yeah, and 未来 is also happen to be the same wording or the sound like the future. Chinese, the future, 未来 is the future, but the 未来 of the NIO means the blue sky coming. The blue sky is coming because the mission statement of the company is create a sustainable EV company that helps to clear up the air in China, so that one day Chinese cities will have blue skies.
So you are connected.
I'm not connected to them at all. I don't work for them. I'm a shareholder.
Oh, you're a shareholder.
I'm just a shareholder. I don't talk to the management. It's very important detail because if I do talk to the management or if I'm employed by the company, that makes me an insider.
And you're polluted.
And I cannot talk about it because it becomes insider trading. Insider trading is punishable by jail.
Oh, so when you talk about shares, that's what you're referring to?
Correct, the company shares.
I've been wondering. I had seen
Right.
previous video and I didn't know what you're talking about.
No, I'm talking about the fractional ownership of the company. When you even buy just one share in the company NIO, you become a fractional owner, actual owner of the company.
Yeah.
Of course, they have a lot of shares. They have 2+ billion
These are
shares.
public shares.
It's a
traded
publicly
in
listed
Shanghai
company.
stock market.
No, it's not in Shanghai.
Hong Kong.
Yes. It's actually, I will come to that for a moment. First, I want to show you that the company itself is not a small company. They have the largest charging network in China for electric cars by any brands, including Tesla. They have more charging stations than Tesla in China. They also have a unique technology called the battery swapping technology, which means instead of charging your car, you can just drive the car into a swapping station, press a button, the car will drive itself into the charging station, a new battery will come out from the underneath, you get a brand new battery with a full
I've seen
charge.
that. I've seen that
You've seen that many
demonstrated.
times, right? It's everywhere. They're everywhere in China. So in China, this is the only company that has established a network of swapping networks. And the battery swapping is only possible with the NIO branded cars. And they have two new brands. One is called Onvo, 乐道. Onvo is 乐道. And then Firefly, 萤火虫. And those are two new brands. 乐道 has been around since 1 year. You have left China by then, so you don't know that one. But 萤火虫 is even newer. The Firefly is even newer. But the main brand is NIO, 蔚来. So this company,
Smart combination, right?
yes.
Producing the cars and the
Correct,
infrastructure
correct,
supporting it. So
correct,
that's, gives
correct.
you captive market.
Correct, absolutely. And I know the video can pick up your audio. So everything you're saying, I don't have to repeat again.
Okay.
I can hear you, they can hear you. So Mr.B is doing me a great favor, be able to interpret my information extremely intelligently and concisely. That's the key. He's not wasting your time when you watch this video. So keep watching. You're being given an economic lesson 101 by Mr.B here.
Okay, let's move on.
Okay. All right.
加油.
Okay, 加油. Okay, in fact, in Neil's case, we call it 家电.
Okay, makes sense, yeah. No more you.
No, 家电. So, NIO sell more luxury electric cars in China than Mercedes, BMW, Audi, Porsche combined. And those brands are dropping like a fly in China because nobody wants to buy those cars anymore. Because NIO Cars has more technology than any other brand, and NIO Cars has more patents than anybody else. This is a patent company disguised as an electric car company. And this patent for battery swapping is going to go global one day. Right now, they're in the process going national with the largest battery operator in China called the CATL. So I think its Chinese name is called the Mingde. So CATL makes most battery than anybody else. And CATL is adopting the battery standard, swapping standard for NIO for the rest of the car business. So in the near future, there will be even more brands coming out with compatible cars, swapping the battery together with the NIO brands.
If I may,
Sure,
just as a
go
thought,
ask a.
I'll try to be as thoughtful as I can
Of
be and
course,
challenge you as much as possible
you
because
should.
that's how we learn, right? I fear or I heard quite a bit about these new battery technologies where it's actually no longer necessary to charge or for extended periods of time, thousands of kilometers and so on. So that would somewhat weaken the battery swap.
Okay, okay.
Do you have already some
Yes,
sort of
on surface it sounds good. Those technology you're referring to are experimental technology.
okay?
The number one thing in battery technology is actually not capacity. The number one problem with battery technology is cost.
Oh, I see. Right. Okay.
Because it's no point having a car with 5,000 kilometers if it costs $3 million.
Sure, sure.
Don't forget, advanced technology in battery exists already a long time ago. For example, those probes NASA sent into space need to last 30 years. They have a battery on board that can be last 30 years. But that battery costs $100 million. So you cannot adopt that technology for mass market.
Understood. Yeah, that makes sense.
So in general terms, the smartest way to utilize the technology and the raw material in the battery is by sharing the technology and sharing the material. I give you a good example. You asked a very valid question. Give you an example. I have two cars for you. You need to buy electric cars because by mandate, by 2030, nobody is allowed to buy gasoline car anyway. Everybody has to buy electric car by 2030 worldwide. Now imagine you need to buy a new car. One car has a 500-kilometer range, come with a battery swapping. You can get a new battery in 2.5 minutes. 2.5 minutes your time. That's all. Or you get a battery with 3,000 kilometers. Which one would you buy? Which car would you buy?
That's pretty obvious.
No, it's not obvious because there's one important information I didn't tell you.
What's that? The price.
The price.
Yeah.
So how are you going to choose?
I'm afraid of the 3,000 price. So
Yeah, you're afraid of
I
that
stick
price
with the
now.
swapping.
Correct. And the best part is the swapping not only lower the cost because they all share the same battery pack. On top of that, you can buy a new car without the battery.
Oh, yeah.
You can just rent the battery.
Actually, that's probably the right model.
Correct. And the reason you rent the battery is the ownership of a depreciating asset is no longer with you.
Right.
Because
Makes sense.
because the number one depreciating asset in a battery car is the battery, not the car. The car actually can last 10, 20, 30 years. The battery is the problem. And
Makes sense, actually.
makes sense, right? And if the battery
You
is
don't want
owned,
the battery value to drag
yeah,
down the
correct,
core value.
correct.
That's separate.
Correct. And the best part is the battery you are swapping in and out is constantly monitored by the company.
Right.
Every battery is an intelligent battery. On top of that, the battery you use in the car, if it's fixed, it can only be used by driving it or charging it. You cannot do both at the same time. You cannot charge the car stationary and driving the car simultaneously. It's not possible. But if you have a swappable battery, the battery you swap in is being charged at the most optimum rate, and at the same time you're using a new battery that's been charged at the optimal rate, lowering the cost plus slow down the aging process.
Oh, that's another interesting
Yeah.
concept of
Yeah.
load balancing. Or
Correct. Yeah, you get it.
for the
And
renewable
arbitrage of
energies,
electricity, the swan neck,
availability of
the
power
swan
and
neck
load.
of the
Yeah.
electricity thing.
Yeah, makes sense.
You're very smart. Yeah, I didn't tell him anything about it. So Mr. B is extremely intelligent, as we can tell by now.
I'm interested in renewable energies.
I
Those
see.
all
So you
operate,
understand.
with
Yeah,
uneven
you understand.
production
Yeah,
loads.
correct. So load sharing, all the things you can do with the battery. So the battery is a separate managed asset by investors. So when you buy the car, you don't buy the battery. You buy just the car, and you always get a fresh battery. So, and the intelligent part about NIO is they have this concept for global swappable network from day one.
Right.
Therefore, even the very first car they ever sold can still swap today into a brand new battery right now. So when they started the whole concept 8, 9 years ago, the first car was only able to go 300 kilometers range. But the same car, you can go get a brand new battery with a much larger capacity, and you get 600, 700 kilometers range. The same car.
Right.
No Tesla can do it.
Yeah, this technology will also be very suitable for the driverless cars that are
Oh yeah.
upcoming.
Oh
It's
yeah.
perfect.
Oh yeah.
They go find their
Oh
own
yeah.
energy at the best places, the best optimized
Correct.
routing
Correct.
and everything.
Correct. And I haven't even talked about driverless technology. NIO has the most advanced driverless AI-based technology in the world. Really.
Would Tesla agree with that?
Tesla, we don't need to agree or disagree. A simple fact, Tesla is not allowed to be driverless in China. Autopilot is not allowed to be switched on in China.
No, okay.
You cannot offer autopilot in China. They have not been certified. They can't because the Chinese driving experience is so complex. Only Chinese cars can do it.
Yeah, yeah.
Tesla can't do it. Yeah. So now we talk about the company. Now let's talk about the shares. This company has a tremendous amount of potential. Tesla is worth currently 1.4, I think 1.3 trillion US dollar market cap. Tesla, and Tesla sales is dropping, not increasing. NIO is growing at 30% a year, 40% a year. At the same time, NIO has almost sold 1 million cars already. And yet, the share price currently is at 90% off all-time high. 90% off. Tesla is basically back to all-time high, but NIO is at 90% off. A highest price NIO.
And that's a good thing?
It's a good thing because the reason why NIO is not at all-time high is because the last few years, there's a group of sellers called the short sellers who ganged up together to bring the price
short
down.
squeeze, yeah.
No, we want to create the short squeeze.
Oh.
We want to squeeze the short sellers. I'm the leader in creating the short squeeze. But the short sellers are the ones who so far benefit for billions and billions of dollars in the process of shorting NIO shares. Yes. So NIO shares went from 66 US dollars in 2021 to until recently $3.50.
Wow.
Wow, exactly. So the money they have made are in the billions. And who suffered? The company suffered, the employees suffered, the customers suffered. Of all the people who suffer most, shareholders. But the good thing is, now we're making them pay back. The last 7 days alone, we increased the share price by almost 30% in 7 days. Why? Because people like you who is watching me is spreading the word about NIO 100. So what is NIO 100? We want to get NIO shares to 100 US dollar per share from today, $7 US dollar per share by December 2026. In just 1 year, 1.5 years, roughly 1.5 years. And for anyone who don't know this is possible, we just look at other shares like Tesla. And previously, NIO was able to go from $6 to $66 in less than 6 months because of the combination of short squeeze and trending on X and Facebook and stock trades and all this kind of different social platform.
Yeah, there are a lot of factors, obviously.
Yeah.
Involved in market manipulation,
Sure.
economies,
Sure.
perception.
But Mr. B, what is the number one factor going forward influencing the share price of NIO? What do you think the number one influence in share price now? What do you think?
Well,
Yeah.
I hope it's not just you, is it?
It is me right now. Right now, it's just me.
One person show?
One man show.
Influence?
Yeah. But let me tell you a few one person show in the past that went viral.
Yes, tell me.
The first one person show I can remember was Jesus Christ. That was a one person show.
But we're not talking about religion today, are we?
Well, do you believe or don't believe?
Religion, maybe?
NIO is a religion. I'm running it like a religion. In fact, the previous video I made was in the best religious setting ever, and we went to pray to the Buddhas for the NIO 100. I don't know your belief system. I don't really care.
Closer to Buddha than anywhere than anything
Yeah,
else.
correct. So, but do you at least believe in manifesting the future you think about? Yeah,
that's how we.
you
That's
do.
that's how we met. We talked
Exactly.
about karma, right?
Exactly. Karma and all those things.
Right.
So, if you can agree there's limited amount of shares for NIO, there's not infinite amount of shares. There's only a certain amount of shares left, and of those shares, most of the shares are actually locked up by big investors, like Abu Dhabi government fund. One fun fact for you: almost 30% of shares owned by Abu Dhabi, the government of Abu Dhabi.
Okay.
So your number one alliance is an oil producer and gas producer. Why? Because you need to convert the gas money into renewable energy.
Interest.
Correct. Correct.
In the transition.
Correct.
To
Correct.
Electric.
And someone like that, do you think Abu Dhabi government fund is going to sell just because they double the money? Are they selling the shares because they double the money? No, they won't. Those are long-term investors, like Warren Buffett style.
Sure.
Warren Buffett never sells shares in Coca-Cola, ever.
Right.
Why? Because NIO has a business model geared towards intellectual property and royalty payments. which means in the future, this is going to be a company generating billions upon billions upon billions of cash, free cash flow. And we're getting there.
That claim would have to be substantiated by
Oh,
convincing me, right?
oh yeah.
Not maybe not today, but
Not today
eventually.
because I have a limited amount of time frame.
Exactly, yeah.
But the good thing is I have a YouTube channel that already has
I
more than
feel already-
300 videos.
I feel already much more clear
So-
about what you're all about.
Good.
So,
So any questions you have regarding the substantiation of all other claims, I have evaluated
Okay,
and
sure.
made video about it in different videos. So what you're watching now is the result after almost 300 videos, nonstop talking about the same thing.
what I'm curious about now is
Yeah.
actually
Yeah.
the engagement mechanics,
Mhm.
right? What are the mechanics?
Very simple. Number one, we start with the first guy. That's me. In just 2 months, I convinced 2,000 people that NIO 100 movement is real. And now we have grown to 3,000 people.
What is the relevance of 100?
Very simple. Number one is the undervaluation. Actually, if you do valuation
Oh,
model,
100 is the target.
100 is the
Okay,
target.
got it. Okay.
It's the easy target to remember, but most important is the lowest price target I've ever in my modeling. I've done modeling on the share price of NIO, and $100 per share is the lowest price it can possibly reach, the lowest.
Okay.
So I'm not over promising, even though it looks like over promising, but it's not. If
You
you,
got a substantiating
yeah,
story for that as
well,
well.
I have other videos. Watch the other videos.
Okay.
Yeah, I cannot summarize
No,
300 videos into
I'm
one.
raising the questions.
Yeah,
you
yeah, yeah,
answer
yeah.
them
Watch my other
perfectly.
videos. Keep watching my videos. Since I only talk about one thing, keep watching my other
Great.
videos.
Great.
That's the thing. So if you have a friend who is skeptical, just ask him, watch my videos.
So, but no,
Yeah.
curiously or
Yeah.
more detailed,
Yeah.
what would be the engagement? Let's say I or somebody else, it
Yeah.
doesn't matter,
Yeah,
would be interested in
investing in
engaging,
NIO.
investing, right? I
Yeah.
call it engaging, but it's
Very simple.
because it's more than investing. It's really kind
No.
of taking the religion. You
Yes.
have to believe.
You
in,
have to believe.
Exactly.
And the way you believe is by looking at who else believes in this religion.
That's one way.
And the best thing is I constantly asking my followers to make testimonial statements. Means number one, how much money you have in this and why are you in this? And they're not saying just because I believe. They will tell you things like I've been in this share since 2019, I've been here since 2021, I've gone through the bear phase, and I studied this thing nonstop for 3 years. Before I met you, finally somebody is telling the truth. So they're not just saying I believe you because I believe you. They're saying whatever I'm saying to the world is true. It's as simple as say coffee is good for your health. If enough people say I drink coffee, I live longer, then you can believe that information.
No, that's fine.
So that's the reason I get people engaged in comment section. So write comments. Tell Mr.B, what do you think about NIO shares? Is it because you believe me or because you done your research? Tell him and tell him definitely how much share you have and what is your selling target. Do you want to sell below $100 per share? Yes or no?
No, I mean, for me personally, I have a diverse investment
Yeah,
spectrum, and
yeah.
any engagement
Mhm.
with shares, or
Mhm.
I would take a broad approach, not
Mhm.
more of a long-term investment.
Of course.
I'm not.
Of course.
I'm not a trader. Never have been, and never will be,
I get it totally.
because I don't have the skills, and also I don't like to play with high risk.
You are perfect for NIO 100. Why? NIO 100 is teaching people don't trade. Do not trade. Instead, you buy and hold and don't get deceived by the short sellers because the short sellers will deceive you because they are the other side of the table.
Sure, understand. Yeah.
So your job is simple: buy and hold, because as soon as enough people buy and hold the shares, and with the target of minimum $100, do you know what happens to the share price? It will just go there
Yeah.
because you don't have enough shares to buy. So it's like a self-fulfilling prophecy, and it's not a manipulation. It's all open, transparent, and it's a voluntary. I'm not putting a gun to the head of anybody to buy the shares.
So, but more procedurally or mechanically.
Yeah.
Let's say there's a pile of money here now.
Yes, correct.
What really do you propose, and what would be the
Very
kind
simple.
of,
Very
activity
simple. Here's the most beautiful part about investing in NIO shares. NIO is available to be bought in 3 stock exchanges
I
worldwide.
hear alarm already. That means I'm being very careful now. What you're
Okay,
saying.
sure, no worries. Hospitals nearby, so if you do the wrong thing, you end up there. So NIO is traded on 3 global exchanges: New York Stock Exchange, Singapore Exchange, and Hong Kong Stock Exchange. NIO is not traded in China. because the NIO you're buying is not actually a Chinese company.
What's the stock symbol of the
NIO.
NIO? Easy enough.
Easy enough?
Everywhere
NIO.
or just in New York?
Everywhere. Everywhere is NIO. You just Google it.
It's the same price.
Yes, it's the same share, same price,
Okay.
different currency. Hong Kong is Hong Kong dollar, Singapore dollar, US is US dollar. Same share, same
Let's
rights.
say somebody wants to stay out of the US
Yeah.
fiat currency.
Correct.
Right?
You can buy the use your US dollar to buy NIO shares, then you no longer have US dollar. Instead, you exchange a depreciating asset and hedge yourself against hyperinflation because majority of the assets of NIO is tangible assets.
Well, that part I understand, but let's say this person would be wanting to invest in maybe not China, but Hong Kong as example, right?
I need to ask you to use both hands because the camera is gonna shake too much.
Oh, sorry, yeah.
Yeah, it's okay. He's in the deep thoughts. Yeah, it's not easy to be cameraman at the same time talking.
Drifting off here.
Yeah. It's okay. Don't worry. It's good.
So my question is,
Yeah.
somebody wanting to invest
Yes.
in Hong Kong stock,
Sure. Easy.
market,
Easy. Yes. Just
easy, explain
super
that.
easy. Okay. Here's what you do. If you have a bank account in Hong Kong,
Well, which most people wouldn't necessarily have, right?
but the rich people in China do have.
Yeah, but I'm not Chinese.
Okay. The question is, you need to decide where you want money to be. You are an international man. You can choose America, Singapore, Hong Kong. You choose. You choose. Make a choice. Give me a random choice. Which one would you
Yeah,
choose?
let's just say
Let's say Hong Kong.
Hong Kong, exactly.
Hong Kong. You go to Hong Kong, open a Hong Kong bank account, and then you ask them, I want to buy Hong Kong listed shares. Then the bank will tell you, no problem, sir. You just open one more account called a brokerage account.
Okay.
Every bank has it.
Yeah.
Easy as. And then you will have a bank account linked to your brokerage account.
Yeah.
And then you just tell the broker, either by phone or by internet, say, I want to buy NIO shares at the market price. It's called the market price. This way, whatever the price is trading at, you'll be buying at a fair
No,
price.
I'm quite familiar with it.
Good, that's good.
No problem.
So then you bought the shares in Hong Kong, NIO shares, you are done. And then you hold until it becomes $100 per share.
And what's your role in this whole process?
Nothing. I don't get anything. Nothing. The only benefit I get is
Your own
my
price,
personal investment in NIO
cruise, yeah.
goes up,
Yeah,
like everybody else.
Fair enough, yeah. Fair enough.
That's not something you can say self-interest, yes, but I'm not a majority shareholder in NIO. I don't work for Abu Dhabi government funds. I don't work for NIO. My shareholding, yes, is substantial, but not as big as you can imagine. So I'm a 7-digit figure shareholder.
Would you be a share marketer?
No, I'm not. I'm not a broker. I don't get commission. I'm not a marketer because I'm making holiday videos. I don't even get paid on my YouTube channel. Purposely don't get
Eventually
paid.
will.
No. I
You add
I
enough
could.
value.
No, I could, but I purposely didn't activate commercial monetization.
I see.
Purposely not. Because if I do it in some country, you cannot make videos
Yeah, right,
when it's commercialized.
Okay.
So I don't even earn a single cent in advertising revenue from YouTube. I earn nothing. Nobody give me any money. Nobody give me any commission. I'm not related to the company. I don't talk to the managers. I'm completely independent. I'm just a shareholder.
Do you share for your group of people or interested parties? Do you share? I cannot say insider information, but,
No.
but public information.
No, there's no other information I'm
We
sharing.
have to do our own.
Correct. You do your own research. I don't even talk to anybody privately.
Okay.
Nobody has my WhatsApp account unless I met you, a friend person.
Okay, right.
I don't advertise anything. I don't tell you you should contact me. And the only time we're going to start to get to know each other, as an excellent question, is next year, December. We're all going to have a party.
We celebrate the share price, right?
Correct. And with the party place is already chosen. It's my favorite seaside town in Thailand called Prachap Kirikan. Prachap Kirikan is in the province of Prachap Kirikan, same province that
What
where
do you mean next year? The end of this year or
the end of next year,
End of
December
next year.
2026.
26? Okay.
26, 25 is too early.
That's when we celebrate 100.
100. And we will print $100 per share before December 2026 so that we can party for 30 days in a small seaside town.
Sounds convincing.
And the best part, I addressed one more question someone gave to me in the previous comment section. Say, if so many millionaires and billionaires go to the same town, should you worry about security? And here's the best part. I didn't choose a random city. The city I've chosen is the headquarters for the military, for the police, and for the government and for the Air Force. And the place we're going to celebrate is full of army people with guns. It's the most secure place in entire Thailand.
We can't blame you for not thinking big. and safe.
and I think ahead.
And you got a good overall broad perspective.
And it has a beautiful beach with beautiful night market. They don't have 5-star hotels, but we have beautiful places to go. Tons of hotel rooms, but just not 5-star. Nobody cares.
Sounds very convincing.
Yeah, yeah. And you can bring your own boat. You can bring your own. One guy already committed his boat to it.
EOB, okay.
Yeah, bring your own boat. Yes, correct. Yeah. Any other questions, Mr. B?
No, I think given a pretty good transparent overview.
Okay.
I think that's important, right? I need to feel you're very transparent, and I think you will.
Okay, cool.
Sounds very good.
Good, fantastic. Okay, give me the camera back. I will conclude the video. All right, everybody. That's Mr. B. His face is now shown, but you can see he's real. Yeah, nice shirt. Nice shirt. So, Mr. B, thank you very much for this video.
You're welcome.
And I see you next year, December 2026, on the beach of Prachap Kirikan.
I'm excited now already.
Wonderful. I'll see you next time.
Thank you.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.
Like and subscribe.